get my screen shared. Here we go. So yes, let me introduce myself, number one. For those of you who don't know me personally just yet, my name is Katie Bristow. I live in Boise, Idaho, so definitely not as cool as Guam. I wish I lived close to the ocean. I grew up near the ocean. That's kind of like where my heart and soul is. But my husband, Ben, and I left San Diego, even though that's not even the ocean that I grew up on. I'm originally from South Africa. We left San Diego to pursue our dreams of owning and operating gyms. And we have been the sole owners of CrossFit Fireside in Meridian, Idaho for 7 years. And we absolutely love what we get to do on the daily. It's our passion, it's our calling. But we left that life, or should I say we left the life that you see at the bottom there. My husband was in the Marine Corps for 14 years and did 6 combat tours. And that's what led us to opening up our gyms. It was a new chapter we were ready to embark on. But I'll tell you, there's a reason why I have that picture up there, and sharing my husband's background so early on in us meeting is because his time in service is a huge reason why we came to know and now partner with a company called Qsciences. And I always feel so honored to be the voice behind this company like I am tonight, because I was in your seats about 2 years ago, taking a listen and a learn and seeing exactly what my friend is working on. And so if you were invited by someone tonight to actually take a look at this company and hear the story of Qsciences, just know that we say thank you. Your time is valuable. And that's the sole reason why you're here, is to know exactly what they're doing, what they have their hands on, and really what they're open for business for, because that's how any good business gets off the ground and grows and networks. And so thank you for your time. But I'll tell you guys, the information really just blew my mind. I had a lot of hope of what it could do for our family, but I also had a lot of hope of what I could create for other people. You see, owning a business comes at a cost. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of sacrifice, and it takes a lot of money that most people can't afford to do. I worked 40 hours outside of our gym the first 2 years, just so that we could keep our lights on at home and pay our bills and do all that before we even took a paycheck home. And so most people can't afford to do that. But when you have an opportunity like that I get to share with you guys tonight that most people can't afford, where they can create something for themselves, that drove me to ask a lot of questions and figure this all out. And so, like I was saying, you being on here, you get to hear the whole story. You may see value yourself, but being here and knowing what your friends working on, what they have their hands on, is everything. Now, I'm going to keep it short and sweet and give you guys the full rundown of who we are, because this story is so special. Because even though you're probably thinking, Qsciences who? Like what? We're not a startup. That's like the best news you will hear tonight, because we're not going to be like here today, gone tomorrow. We have deep roots. We've been around since 2012. We actually did most of our distribution in doctors' offices, PTs, chiropractors. So we have it medical grade to what we carry. And we actually pivoted in 2017 to a word of mouth model, which I'm grateful for, because I would have never heard this information, nor would my family's life been changed in many, many avenues because of that. So I'll give you guys a sneak peek of that compensation plan tonight. But because of the word of mouth, we've grown into 20 countries and counting. And the reason why I know it's and counting is because of our 2 owners. They really are the right mentors. And I've met a lot of people in business, and there's a lot of people you want to follow, and there's a lot of people you probably shouldn't. And so you might call me crazy, but I actually got my car, drove down to Salt Lake City to meet these 2 gentlemen about 2 weeks after I heard this information. I had to know who they were, not their business credentials, because clearly they're successful. They wouldn't have a successful company if they weren't. But I cared to know, who are they as people? Are they trustworthy? Are they men of their word? Do they value their families? And actually, one of my favorite things learning about them is they do value family and faith first over business, which is like, what the heck? That's not normal in the business world. My husband and I are very family oriented. Our whole gym's kind of, built around that whole concept of family, and seeing that same value extend into Q is a reason why we've loved getting to know them in the company and outside of the company, even time in their personal cabins. Making memories has been a gift in the last 2 years. But the second I saw this man, and that's our doctor, Dr. Stephen Kimberly, who is the gatekeeper behind our products. He's the brains behind it. He's all that nitty-gritty science that if you are into that, you're going to geek out over. But what I loved is his credentials validated what we have, because he spent 40 years in practice of medicine and 14 years on the board of WebMD. So he actually gets what people's bodies need. But I'll tell you, I've never seen a doctor back a product line, especially a supplement. One of the reasons why I never quite believed in the supplement industry prior to Q. But Dr. K has this belief. He believes that science evolves. Science does not stand still. And as it does, especially if a product line is backed by it, your product line should evolve as well. And that was like the most refreshing statement I'd ever heard, because most supplements are the same old stuff. I mean, they're sitting on the shelf for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and it's just old. And it's honestly one of the reasons why most things don't work. So seeing a fresh product line, one that also was creating solutions in areas that I was blown away by, because when I heard about sleep, mental health, and pain, I was like, all eyes on Qsciences, because that's what my husband needs. Like, that's what we're, no joke, like praying for. We needed solutions in that area that wasn't just another prescription. And so to hear that, I was like, okay, I have hope. Tell me more. And then they talked about hormonal balancing and immune support and things for kids and things around the fitness side. And I was like, okay, I think a lot of people need those things. So yeah, let's take a look. So I'm not going to bore you to death with, the long-winded version of all of our products. But you're going to hear from myself and actually a couple other people, just how these products have made a difference for them. But also, what the biggest verticals are. And so as I kind of run through it, this is number one, one of our product verticals. These are our oral sublingual sprays, which if you're in the medical field, you're already thinking sublingual delivery. That's like second best to an IV or an injection. So we have a D3, B12, and C+, all in a spray. And guess what? Those are all things that most people are deficient in. So convenient, easy to take, and the way your body wants to absorb. And then we have blends. And I'm telling you, that little sleep spray gets my husband to sleep. And yes, he is a stubborn Marine. And I can say that because anyone else who's been in the Marine Corps would probably agree. They're okay, they're gruff and tough, but that gets him to sleep. And he combos it with the rest hemp oil, and that helps him stay asleep. And that, when you see your husband going from 2 hours a night sleeping to 8, and it be a consistent habit now in the last 2 years, we are just, it's changed everything. So we love the sleep spray. The biggest one here is going to be our core. And that's going to be a trio supplement stack that we've knocked out of the park, because it's addressing 3 major needs that every person has. And it's a reason why it's the most bought and rebought product that Q has to offer. But it's easy. It's simple. You have an AM packet and you have a PM packet. So when you leave one at the coffee maker and the other at your bedside, you're never going to forget to take your vitamins. So I love the simplicity, and I also love the effectiveness, because the max, that's going to be addressing our micronutrition. We also call that our brain hack supplement, because it has a lot of ties and studies connected to brain health and mental health, even things like mood, emotion, focus. And so I've taken it and have just felt this overwhelming sense of well-being, which I didn't know how good felt until being on the max. And then my husband's noticed a big change in his mental focus. He can work on mind-driven tasks. And then even my good friend Bree, who just cut my son's hair. I know he was a little teeny baby, but she's a hairdresser, and her son's been on this Q Max for about 3 months. And 2 months in, he had jumped 7 reading levels. And he was really struggling academically and socially in school. And now he's getting like awards home. He's getting not the pink slips written home, but actually like notes from his teacher, guys. And that's just with the addition of filling in those nutritional gaps. So we love the Max, but the Align, that's our favorite, because if you're active, or maybe you've just been hard on your body and you have aches and pains, or maybe you're like my husband who has terrible, chronic pain, really bad disc degeneration. And he actually canceled his back surgery 2 summers ago because he was finally feeling good. And we said, how long can you feel good for? So the Align has been a favorite. It's like natural ibuprofen. And then the biotics, gut health. We all need to address it. And when you have one that actually works, because it's heat stable, it doesn't just die off in your system. When people take it, they feel a difference, they notice a difference. It's a total win. So love the core, but then we also have wants and needs. And fitness and weight loss is totally something that I know we all want and need from time to time. It's why we opened up a gym. And to see Q do it right, like what the heck, this is honestly such a refreshing program, because no, the company is not promoting a quick fix. They are promoting a lifestyle, and providing the lifestyle through an app. Our QFit app is phenomenal. We actually got to put a lot of our ideas into it, which was just such a cool 2020 project we did last year. But to see recipes, meal plans, workouts, and even community in the palm of your hand, and access to those 2 trainers who actually are there to work with you, is amazing. Now the products match the lifestyle, and their quality, they're clean. We even have like our protein powder options are clean and effective, as far as not, the cheap ingredients, because the dirty secret around protein is that most things found in a big box store, they've had to take out the most expensive quality ingredients just to keep the margins. It's kind of like most people don't realize it, but when you have quality that tastes good and it feels good, it's why I love our protein powder. So the EQ, we have that, it's plant-based. We have the ultra lean, that's whey. We even have solutions that are clean energy through our sport. It's chia seeds, vitamin B. We even have a product that boosts your metabolism and helps digest carbs better. So maybe you don't even have a fitness goal, but you need help regulating your blood sugar a little bit. That's going to be a wellness product for you, not a fitness weight loss. So I love that our trim is natural and clean. And then the last major category that we have here is our full spectrum hemp. And so you guys have probably heard the buzzwords of CBD, which is like no brainer. You can buy CBD at a gas station nowadays, but I wouldn't recommend it. There's definitely a wide range of quality out there. And so to have a full spectrum hemp line that is clear and transparent in what's in it, and a patented absorbability, not only did you have the best ingredients, but you're going to have a product that's working. And that's honestly why we planted our flag here, was for those 2 reasons. I can scan a little QR code and know every microgram of what's in that hemp oil. Even things like THC, you can see all the cannabinoids, metals, residues, pesticides, like the things you also don't want in your product. But then when it is, 100% absorbability and instant onset, which I didn't even believe, and neither did my husband. He's kind of like, wait, so you mean less equals more? Okay, I don't trust it. I take 100 milligrams of CBD, 50 milligrams is going to do nothing. But he slept deeper and recovered faster, and woke up and said, I don't even know what happened, but that was the best night's sleep I've ever had. I'm never not taking this product. So we love the full spectrum hemp. And it's why others love our product, because when it's an adaptogen and it works very differently for all of us, like I take it for stress and anxiousness. One of my very good friends on here, you actually get to hear from her in a second, gets to take it for like inflammation. My husband takes it for sleep. It's going to work differently for you. So I absolutely love our hemp oil. But before I kind of like transition over, because those are our biggest product verticals, I hope she's on here. But Natalie, she actually just partnered with us here with Q, and actually the products were a big part of that. And so Nat, I would love to for you to unmute yourself and make your debut on Zoom and share a little bit of your story with us. Let's see if she made it. Yep, she's on here. Hello. Yes, there you are.
Hi, I'm Natalie Ibarra. My partner and I, Chad, just joined starting in April, and we really like the sleep spray. And we've also started taking the Qbiotics. I just have a lot of gut issues, and it's been helping a ton. So we really love the products, and we really like the community and the mentorship that we have here at Qsciences.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And this was like totally new for you. And I love that you guys have already plugged into the system and it's working and you're so close to your guys' first promotion. So I'm so excited for you guys. But thanks for sharing, Natalie. Yeah, the products are great. And that's the confidence that I have in this company of why it's easy to share, is because people, I know that they're going to try it and they're going to experience it and they're going to love it. But outside of just the products, there's a few business kind of minded pieces that I could not stop thinking about. Number one, where the hemp industry is. It's on the ground floor and rising. So many other verticals in holistic health, but you cannot deny how most people, or should I say good brands, are growing their business in this day and age is through people. We see it through sponsorships. We see it through influencers. We see it through even our gym. I mean, that's been the best marketing piece, is a happy, loyal customer. So seeing Q in that same fashion, building the brand of Qsciences as or through the line of ambassadors. Oh yeah, tell me more. That resonates. I had a lot of questions though. And the first question was, okay, to become an ambassador costs $40. Any business that I've ever done has not cost $40. It's cost like $40,000. So what kind of business can you build for $40? Especially one that's giving you resources like back offices, website, marketing material, and support. The support that Natalie talked about. I mean, that's a huge reason why we are where we are today, is because of the mentorship, something that you have to pay big bucks for in traditional business. And for all of this to be now on the e-commerce space is kind of like, okay, well, yeah, I've done a lot of online shopping, and I think we all have in the last year. It's where business is moving. It's a booming industry. So, okay, show me what kind of business I can build for $40. But I realized what type of business I could build, knowing how we value our customers here. Because yes, people can shop as retail, but you can also shop what we call preferred, as a preferred customer, where for $10 a year, you're going to get wholesale pricing. You're going to get rewards, which is like almost like cash back, free money to spend on products you use and love regularly. If I didn't mention this, there's a money back guarantee on everything. So when your customers feel happy, they feel loyal, they are getting results, you can retain them. And that's why we have 80% retention company-wide. So I just said, okay, tell me more. Now, there are 4 ways that we can earn. And the reason why we access these 4 ways is that coaching and mentorship piece. We got to, be mentored in how to take the first step and the second and the third, because this was totally new for us. And that gave me the confidence to take that first step and try. And wow, the ripple effect of what it's created in the last 2 years is just insane. But the reason why we've been able to help other people find that same success and earn these 4 ways is because of the mentorship, the systems. And so I'm going to give you guys a fast kind of sneak peek of this document, because this is our compensation plan. It's very clear to understand. And the coolest part about all of this is it's 1 page. I can help anyone create a clear business plan based on what you need or want to do. And what I love about this clear 1-page document, not only can you predict your income, but when it is paying out on a weekly pay structure, currently all of our international countries, but in the US starting May 1st, like what the heck, all that means to you is you can actually partner with us and make your investment back the very next Friday. That's powerful, guys. Remember, I had to work 2 years for us to pay ourselves and make our investment back and actually make our business work. If I can do that for someone in a week, we're on to something. And so box one, you're going to hear my dogs because they're going nuts and I'm not going to stop talking to you guys. Box one is all through people shopping directly from your website as a customer. And this is like Amazon. It's e-commerce. You're not holding inventory or running to the post office. Someone shops through your website. It tracks. It hits our distribution site. It hits their doorstep. But you're going to get paid for it. And you're going to get paid some real good money because as your customer base grows, so is your percentages. So are your monthly earnings. And I actually have some customers who are shopping month over month over month, and they have almost religiously for the last 2 years because they love what they're using. They want to stay feeling good. And so that's why we have people earning a few $100 a month to thousands just from customers alone. But box two, this is where once my business brain actually understood what I was looking at, because team commissions, all it sounded to me was fun. Like the thought of working with people and not just working for myself just sounded great. So when they just said, Kate, I know this is new, but tag two people that you like, 2 people you want to do business with. I thought, great, I'm going to tag my mom and I'm going to tag my best friend, Nikki, who you're going to hear from here in a second. And the wildest thing happened because when their stores collectively reached 300, and granted, they were making their own customer commissions, they were getting paid. I got this notification like, congrats, you're a builder. You've made $50 and $100 bonus for doing that the first time. I was like, what in the world did we just find? I'm like coaching my athletes at our gym and I'm getting paid? Like, time out. But when you are paid a small percentage off of all the small pieces of distribution that you're tied to, when that book of business grows month over month over month, which it has, you'll see your monthly earnings grow as well. And those are not averages, guys. Those are set pay. So you know when your book of business reaches 1,500, you're going to make 250. When your book of business reaches 10,000, you're going to make 1,700. And that's why we've now helped hundreds, if not thousands of people make a few $100 a month. And that's so fun and so rewarding because I know what it's doing. It's paying those bills. But when that ticks over to a couple $1,000s a month, I know the impact. That's massive. And that's definitely an achievable pay kind of like a milestone here, because I see people making the 50, the 60, the 100,000 a year, because not only have we done that, but we've helped others do the same. And it's because we are sitting at a timing that we just can't replicate as a company with about 80,000 ambassadors globally. And I know some of you guys are kind of drawing your finger down that second blue column going, wait, those are monthly? Like who's making $25,000 a month? Actually, one of our business partners, Alyssa, is. We helped her do that just last month. And could you imagine that type of earning where you can really, if you want to like crush this thing and put in the time and the energy, you can be paid at that executive and above level? Because we like to, like I say, call that a little bit of gangster money, 2 figures and a comma, and even the 3 figures and a comma, we have some friends making as well, like our good friend Marielle. So really anything's possible here, guys. This third box is all a bonus structure that pays out one time. The first 3 are bonuses that currently in the US pay out weekly, but that's the tone of this entire compensation plan moving forward in the next couple weeks. And box 4 is my favorite because this is actually the culture of Q. Once your business has been promoted 4 times, you start earning anywhere from $100 to $400 a month direct deposited to a debt of choice or a long-term savings. So imagine that hitting your credit card balance, your mortgage, your car payment, student loans, medical bills, like anything debt related. And if you don't have debt, guess what? That actually goes to retirement and pays you for your future, and it builds, it actually grows, which is wild. So we call it the financial freedom movement, and it has a little bit more to it. But before I kind of close out with that, I do want to introduce you guys to Nikki, because yes, she was someone that I got to tag early on in this. And it's just been so fun getting to build something that is ours, but also gets to extend to so many people we care about. And so Nikki, I would love for you to share a little bit about your story of what Q has meant to you.
Yes, thank you so, so much, you guys. So I also live over here in Boise, Idaho, and I'm super happy to be with Q. Traditionally, I am in a corporate job. I have been in the corporate industry for over 20 years. I absolutely love what I do. I'm in the finance and mortgage industry, which is fantastic, right? It's a big market right now. I've been with Q for just a little bit over 2 years. And I will tell you that I originally came to Q for pain management. I came for the pain management. I've stayed for, the core vitamins and for the sleep and for the ability to get through my day without 6 cups of coffee, being able to have products that actually work. But here's the key to this, right? Work consistently. For me, that's a game changer. And that is what really, I had to lean in and I had to go, okay, Kate, what do we have our hands on here? And so I felt really lucky and fortunate that she had invited me on to take a listen and take a learn. Now, I have been so passionate about health and fitness for my entire life. And I know that as we're getting older, my husband and I, 40s, older, it's really important for us to really kind of put our health in the forefront of things. We want to take care of our health now so that we don't have to do that later. And so to be able to join Q for $40 blew our minds. We were like, there's no way. And so day one, guys, just like in a corporate role, we were assigned a mentor, Miss Katie, who is incredible, very strong leader, who taught me the exact skills that I needed to be able to do this business from home, also while working my full-time job, guys. So I just want you to know that it's fully possible. Katie is incredible. Our training, our systems, the business models that we have, the ability to plug in whenever it is convenient for you. Maybe it's 30 minutes in the morning, maybe it's 30 minutes at lunch or in the evening, but it's all up to you and it's all available to you at any time. And so our team, our systems that are in place are incredible. We get to bring on our closest friends and family. We get to get them products in their hands that are working, and we get to watch our closest friends and family really grow and get that residual income. I can tell you that I've been promoted with Q 5 times, and I owe that all to Katie. She has shown me every step of the way how to be successful in an industry that I was completely brand new to. And I was really nervous. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. But she just completely guided me along and really restored my confidence in my faith. So I just cannot thank her enough for doing that. You guys, timing is everything. And so I will just say that if anything catches your eye, please, by all means, reconnect with the person that brought you on tonight. And thank you for letting me share.
Oh, so proud of you, girl. It's been so fun.
It's been amazing.
So fun. Now this is the last piece I'm going to just kind of wrap up with. And what's actually really cool about the person you just heard from, she works in the finance world and she is blown away by the financial freedom movement because it's not a bonus structure. It's having a financial coach in your corner the day you enroll. And I couldn't even wrap my head around what that even meant, because most times you pay people lots and lots of money to be able to help you in this area. And so coming in, I was a skeptic. I was like, what is this Sarah lady going to do for us? But she helped us create a clear path to retire that we're so excited about and confident in. It's a big reason why we got through last year without just freaking out, because we're executing our plan. But when you extend that same impact to my parents, that's a big reason why we came to Qsciences, was to help them create a path to retire. And this avenue was not the way that I thought it was gonna, or should I say the solution to that. I thought I just needed to make a whole lot of money and retire my parents. No, there are skill sets in that. And the fact that they have an end date to where work is optional, like what the heck, the biggest gift you could ever give me personally. Now I have friends finding debt freedom. I have friends creating savings. Actually, Kristen, who was on here, her testimonial around this is incredible. I mean, she's paid off multiple credit cards, putting money in the bank, paying for trips in cash. Like, that's the culture and that's the skill set of what this financial freedom movement is, because it's all individualized to you. What is the big area that, really scares you around money? Because I know it's scary for a lot of us, including it was very scary for me. But I love that Q's addressing a lot. We talked about health. We talked about financial health. And honestly, you got to hear the big picture. And that's why you're here, is because you could not log on to Qsciences.com and read through a few SKUs and get this. This is special, guys. And so we just say thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing, 25, 30 minutes with us on a Wednesday night. And that just means a whole lot. But there may be something that spoke to you, like the products for me. I was like, tell me more about those. I needed those like 5 years ago. And I was excited to try, because yes, we have that money back guarantee, and that's the same exact confidence we extend to you. But maybe your gears are turning around the opportunity, which I know for me, I did so many questions because I was like, never done anything in this industry before. I don't think it's for me. I can't sell anything. But I was willing to at least explore it, because it sounded like, as far as an area that I couldn't create for other people, that ability to be able to allow others to create businesses for themselves, and that intrigued me. And that ripple effect has been incredible. So get back to the person who invited you on here. Tell them what you liked, because that's all we care about, is what did you like? And yes, we're going to follow up with you. Like, that's going to be the conversation, but let us know what you liked. And guess what? Your questions may not be, as far as the person who invited you on here, they may not know all the answers to your questions. And that's totally fine. Like, actually watch our system work, because there's people like myself and many others who've been here a while, who know the products in and out, who know this business in and out, who can be of value to you and have a no pressure conversation, so you can really understand what we have. And so with that, guys, thank you again for your time. Thanks for sharing some of your evening with us. I look forward to meeting some of you guys offline, chatting offline, getting to meet you guys here soon. And congrats to all of you guys, like Natalie and Chad. It's been so fun. I know Stephen has a few people on here. It's been so great getting to work with you guys so early on in your business. And actually my buddy Blake, what's up, Blake? Glad you made it. So enjoy your guys' night, and we'll get to talk to you guys here soon. Take care.